Do you think he's really gone?
Nope.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
Plus 2 missions. One legendary gun away. Boba Fett. Most már megereszheted. Ma, hogy nem 9, úgyhogy pont jó. Annyit is mondtam. Mögerezheted. Megnyerezd meg Magyarország. Unom belét. Unom belét. Menj, menj. Mit csinált? Ja, megint. You've seen Andromeda already.
In the end, an unworthy master. I shall not make the same mistake twice. Hunter, I hate to say you'll want to see this, but you'll want to see this. Come to the grotto, okay?
Okay.
Hi, Hunter.
Breathing by the fire.
I'm glad you're fitting in. We've heard so many stories about you that we didn't really know what to expect.
What did you hear?
That you were a godlike hero walking the earth, single-handedly holding back the forces of evil.
Oh.
That is only part of the story. Caretaker forged me into a weapon. Agatha, she kept me grounded.
Same with us. Caretaker is always focused on the task at hand. Agatha reminded her we aren't pieces on a chessboard.
Nope.
I'm surprised you and Caretaker keep butting heads. She always spoke of you so fondly.
Without Agatha, it is difficult for both of us.
Yes.
I know what you mean. Agatha always knew how to smooth Caretaker's rough edges. The Midnight Suns have all dealt with Caretaker when she's prickly. If you ever need a vent, we get it.
Thanks, Nico.
Of course, what are friends for?
Rough music box.
Yeah, that was good.
Going to the grotto.
Hunter! Ta-da! Our very own We-86 the Prince of Darkness party. There are also tacos.
Dracula is dead? You were certain.
Certain as we can be. After Eddie located his castle, Blade led a strike team of Venom, Storm, Deadpool, and Morbius. Now there's no more Dracula. New breed vampires seem to be clearing up as well. So, any inspiring words to sum up this once only, fingers crossed, takedown of the vampire overlord of all time?
AM.
Yes, we reclaimed the shadows from one great evil. But that does not mean we can rest.
Yes.
In Dracula's absence, Lilith will find opportunity. Until her defeat, the battle is never over.
Minor feedback. If anyone dings a glass and asks for a speech, keep the evil abhors a vacuum stuff to yourself. It's a party, Hunter. We all earned the win, so let people enjoy it.
Noted.
I won't keep you from the party, but make sure you speak with Blade before you leave.
Oh, about what?
The greatest vampire hunter we know defeated the granddaddy of all vampires, vampires with a Y, and countless other fanged creatures of the night. I don't know, Hunter. What do you think you'd want to discuss?
Carol,
Yeah?
did the team discover how Dracula made vampires?
You'll want to sit down for this one. It turns out that you're asking me about work when we're supposed to be celebrating. Go.
Carol,
Yeah?
now that
I was wondering the... Wait, no.
Now that we've defeated Dracula, do you think I could become king of the vampires?
Is that something you aspire to?
Honestly, no. But Dracula's disappearance could create a power vacuum. Maybe it's better to take command of the situation now, rather than wait to see what fills the space.
We could use an army of vampires on our side.
Yes, but getting even two vampires to work together is like herding cats. Honestly, I'm not sure how Dracula managed.
Dracula herds cats?
Maybe. I wonder if that was his secret.
What would you do if you were in charge?
I don't know. Put everyone on a diet?
You might struggle to convince the larger vampire families to stop feeding on innocent people.
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm sure Blade would blame me for that, too. Come to think of it, I don't want to deal with the headaches of jurisdiction. But a vampire can dream, can't he?
Of course.
I needed that. I will see if I can find you a treat later. Enjoying the party?
Oh, yeah, this is, great. I don't get invited to a lot of parties, and when I do, I'm usually late to them.
You seem distracted.
Yes.
Yeah. After defeating Dracula's menagerie of unholy fanged terrors, all we get to do is turn our attention back to Lilith's menagerie of unholy spined terrors.
Peter, we are celebrating.
You're right, Hunter. I'm just so used to jumping from one catastrophe to the next that my brain naturally assumes the crash position.
Okay.
What do you normally do to unwind?
Stop bank robberies and purse snatchings? Come to think of it, I don't really unwind. Maybe I'm perpetually wound.
Please.
Okay, enough.
You do not.
I was actually just thinking of Dracula.
But
Our enemy is vanquished, but it feels odd somehow to know a legendary...
I understand.
As a legendary figure.
Many things have left this world in my time.
And now we're reminiscing about our enemy at...
It is not the type of thing most ever have.
True.
It.
Yes. And the tacos are unexpectedly delightful.
It's nice seeing,
I agree.
especially after defeating.
I heard. heard you unleashed all...
It was...
Why tell everyone otherwise?
You talk as if I've deceived our team. You know by now that I keep the extent of my powers hidden for everyone's safety.
I do.
They...
With the vampire situation taken care of.
It does. I'm glad to see Dal...
Have you spoken with her yet?
A little. I want her to mingle with the rest of the Midnight Suns first.
It is nice to see.
I agree. I'm glad we got to give her that chance.
What is on your...
Too many things.
As always.
To me, Dracula was eternal, a threat that would always lurk in the shadows.
Yes, but...
Think of what other eternal threats the Midnight Suns could put to rest.
Let's enjoy this victory before we look to the next.
So what else is on your mind?
Blade. When he first came to the Abbey, he was... Slowly but surely, he clawed his way out of the darkness.
A vampire hunter who defeated...
True, but his ultimate adversary is no more.
Blade has surpassed every hurdle before him. I think this achievement will be foundational.
Yes.
Perhaps. But without direction, without his true north, he's come so far. I couldn't stand to see him lose the life he's fought so hard to build.
Do not worry.
I'm counting.
Should we...
What are you on?
The real Ileana would never enjoy herself.
I can enjoy parties, if they are small.
So?
Meh. And to say...
Dracula's final moments did not include me.
Yep.
Are you certain? Look at Blade. He led the team that stopped Dracula, something he has long desired. But how? He could not stand Deadpool, thought Morbius was on the verge of losing himself to bloodlust. And can you picture Blade rescuing Eddie Brock just because Peter Parker asked?
Yeah.
And what about Storm?
He respects her. He would not have wanted to add "stop a vampire blood apocalypse" to her many burdens. But
Okay.
you changed this. You bring us all together. You think you were not present to stop Dracula's threat? But you were, in spirit. Blade led the team the way you... So yes, hon. Now go get a taco. Not counting... Niet. Just biding my time.
I was told you are a real...
Depends on your definition of a par...
Does this not qualify?
Looks like plenty of food. Could go for something other than root beer.
At least you are...
You got me there. It's a solid group. Even that nut job Merc can hold his own.
Deadpool is slowly growing on everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, like mold. Told Dahlia what happened. You can already hear it in her voice. That weight on her shoulders is gone.
It is good.
I'm sure the Suns will make her feel righted.
Do you think Blade will try to give her...
Hope not. Sending me out to trim the hedges was only funny the first week.
For a notoriously surly warrior, I find you are surprisingly...
Yeah, I get that way after a few root...
Then let us share another round.
You're on, bub.
Oh man, have you tried these tacos?
You could ask Deadpool, but I do not think you will get a straight answer.
You know, I don't care. Anything beats eating vampires at this point.
Yeah.
Although I've ingested so many vampire guts, I'm worried I might turn into a vampire.
That is not how it works. You must also be bitten.
Hunter, we've been fighting vamps for ages. I've been chewed on more than a well-used dog bone.
Eddie, if you were turning into a vampire, you would be showing signs of it by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. But do me a favor and take a look at Venom's teeth. I can't tell if they look sharper.
Venom's teeth have always been...
Yeah, that's what makes it hard to tell the difference.
Eddie, I am not actually worried about you turning into a vampire.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you see Blade or Morbius?
No, but I just thought they were on some kind of...
In a way, they are.
Oh!
You can get real close.
Are you having a...
Hey. Yeah, it's good seeing everyone again.
Mm. Kurblikam.
I hope you have been well.
Thanks for taking care of Dracula and Sin. Wish I could have been there to see them get what they deserved.
Of course. We could not let them get away after what they did to you.
Like it or not.
That is a real...
Yeah. Whew, it's been busy. I've got to remember how to socialize like a normal person.
Have you been stressed?
Of course.
Kinda. But it's a good stress. Introducing the Morlocks to the mutants has been hard, but...
They could not have asked for...
Storm was right about you being a big flatterer. Look.
Take...
You...
I'm...
Look.
Last time we had a party, things went south. But don't worry. I've counted at least 6 ways I can spice things up.
Oh, really?
That is a very specific number. Are you coming up with more plans?
Cooking up hijinks is a full-time job. Besides, I don't think any of them are... Never stopped me before, but I don't want Blade to pierce me with his huge...
Smart...
To be honest, I'm cool with watching everyone drink their family-friendly jungle juice.
We are... Uh-huh.
No one else came home.
Neither did you...
Shh!
Team effort or not.
If only I could get my parents to...
How do...
I'd prepared a whole...
Very interesting. So...
That depends on whether you-know-who decides to spend that sweet, sweet...
I do not know.
Oh, I wasn't...
You finally got to take down Dracula.
Yeah.
And it felt good.
Now we can celebrate our accomplishments.
I know we're supposed to be relaxing, but I still can't shake the feeling he's gonna rise up from that coffin.
Maybe.
You were chasing him for some time. Give yourself space to process the win.
Yeah.
Morbius had his doubts, though. Maybe it's been eating at me more than I thought.
He wanted Dracula gone just as much as you did. It is natural to be a little paranoid until time has passed.
Guess that's a good way of putting it.
I wish I could have seen Dracula's face after being bested by you.
It's gonna feed my ego for weeks. Nothing can bring me down now.
Remember, you did not do all this on your own.
Yeah.
This weird-ass crew we put together did some good. Not in any rush to work with some of them again, though.
You can just say Deadpool. He will not be offended.
You read my mind.
You should be more careful.
Why, hello, Hunter.
What is on your...
Before you arrived, Morbius said the tacos have an invigorating mouthfeel. For very different...
Baik. Agatha Harkness.
I know I've asked a lot of you recently, dear, especially when it comes to these little excursions. But there is one more thing you could do to make an old witch happy.
Oh, really?
If it were not so good to see you again, I might think you were taking advantage of me.
Hunter. You certainly are the product of your environment. Between Sarah and I suppose we're just lucky you didn't turn out more cynical. Besides, this might be interesting. Now that the altar is in working order, we just need to reignite my cauldron.
How interesting can that be? Your cauldron was always churning with some concoction in the old days.
Yes. And how do you think that was possible? It's not just any flame we're talking about here. Maybe you've heard tale of the demon fueling the forge? A fire-breathing demon, no less, blazing as hot as the flames of hell itself. Fortunately, I'll only require a single ember.
Okay.
I can see where this is going. How do I find it?
I've enchanted this vessel to protect you from the ember's heat. You should be able to get close enough to retrieve it through one of the old mine tunnels beneath the forge.
I have seen the tunnels. They were here before the Abbey.
I'm not surprised. You always have been curious.
Yes.
The tunnel may lead close enough to the heart of the forge to retrieve an ember.
The hunter stalks its prey.
This must be the tunnel entrance Agatha spoke of. This must be an ember from the forge. I have the
If it were... No.
So I can use the cauldron to brew... things?
Essentially.
And I...
Lovely, dear. You're a natural.
Hello, Hunter.